This is some of the color that we're growing.
An innovative veteran-to-farmer initiative is one of the programs that officials hope will complement a large Waimea ag project underway.
Aloha. How's everybody?
Governor Neil Abercrombie and other dignitaries paid a special visit to the area for the Homestead Farm Tour last week.
How wonderful to see you.
We'll walk to the greenhouses. I think we got about 45 minutes. We'll come back. We're going to jump in the car and we went up to our community property.
The purpose of the gathering was to bring together many of the stakeholders and facilitators involved in the Waimea Nui Regional Community Development Initiative, a grassroots project involving community groups, Native Hawaiian leaders, and county, state, and federal government.
We're homestead farmers from the Waimea region on a big island.
Mike Hodson, a retired police officer whose family owns Wow Farm, led the tour.
So I've retired about 5 years ago from the Hawaii County Police Department, and I started farming my land. And I initially started farming for stress release. After doing so, my farm grew. Today I have 45 2,000 square foot greenhouses over the past 5 years. It's a family operated business. We grow it all natural in the soil. We mostly grow tomatoes. We have about 10 varieties of tomatoes.
It's such a thrill.
The governor was excited to be part of the project.
The Big Island is going to be the generator of prosperity for this part of the 21st century. There's not a doubt in my mind.
Hodson says he hopes this helps spread the knowledge of farming to lessees, things like building affordable greenhouses.
And basically, this is how the greenhouse is going to look. This is a basic 2,000 square foot greenhouse. And not necessarily the lessees. The lessees decide what they're going to grow. They're not going to grow tomatoes. If they want to grow tomatoes, they can. But it's up to them what they want to grow. It's their choice. There's only one company that actually sells greenhouses in a state, and it's really expensive. So what we did was we started buying raw material in bulk. And by buying the raw material, and we created jigs and designs to fabricate our own greenhouses to bring the cost of the greenhouse down, so that it falls right into the system that we're doing in helping families to farm while they're still working. You know, weeds grow 5 times faster than plants. But if you have a protected environment like a greenhouse, and if you can put weed mats down and stop the weeds from growing, then you can actually be gone for 5 days and come back and it's not overgrown by weeds. It's a system that I created. So this is only half ripe.
And getting the produce to market.
We allow the tomato to come fully red before we harvest the tomato. Farming is very difficult to earn a living in farming today, and that's one of the big reasons why most people are not farming. You either got to go really big or stay really small. And so I designed a system that you can actually play in a mid-level mentality of farming, so that you can still hold your full-time job and start farming. And when it reaches a point where your farm grows and grows, where you can earn a living just on the farm, and you want to keep expanding it, and you can give up your job and start farming full-time, and the bigger you get. But it's a gradual way of getting people to start farming our lands so that we can have that food security that we're looking for in the state of Hawaii.
Let's not look to see how many obstacles we can throw in people's way, especially from people who don't do it. I can tell you one thing, and I want to make sure everybody understands. I'm up to here with having to listen to people talk when they don't have anything to say when it comes to agriculture. I don't want to hear one more person get up and tell me, who lives in a house on a hill someplace and wouldn't know a tomato plant from a turkey, let alone grow one or raise one, to tell me how they want to preserve ag land. I don't want to preserve ag land. I want to use ag land to grow things and to see to it that we have a thriving agricultural industry. So if you got a plan to actually make agriculture work in Hawaii, I'm all ears. But if you want to sit there and talk about turning ag land into a museum piece, go see Bishop Museum and maybe they got a project for you.
UH Hilo is proposing a new undergraduate certificate in agriculture solely for U.S. military veterans.
Because we really would like to support outreach beyond the main campus, and working with veterans is a great opportunity. And the certificate program will consist of 6 courses. They're existing courses on our books.
According to UHH Chancellor Don Straney, a key goal of the program is to enable veterans to develop the necessary skills to farm while also addressing the difficulties many face in transitioning back to civilian life after military service.
The numbers I heard was like 28% of the veterans come from Hawaiians. Hawaiians are warriors. We did fight for America. So there's a lot of veterans on homestead lands. So it's not hard to find veterans who need some help in getting moving and getting along the way. Farming is not an easy task. Through the system that was designed through our family operation, we were able to actually help our fellow Hawaiians, especially veterans, to get that peace of mind that I believe that I got through farming. Get that peace of mind in farming the land while making an income also and utilizing their lands properly.
We can't let ourselves get distracted by the fact that we have to take a long view. Remember, this is the long game we're playing. This is not for short-term benefit and then taking a hike.
Farming is just one aspect of the Waimea Nui Regional Community and Economic Development Program. The Waimea Nui region covers in excess of 27,000 acres of homestead lands, on which 536 leases have been awarded. The homestead is part of the Waimea community, which has a population of about 14,000 people, of which roughly 40% are of Hawaiian descent, according to Homestead Association numbers. The association says the Waimea Nui Regional Community and Economic Development Program is a beneficiary-driven, shared community effort. The purpose is to create the fundamental infrastructure needed to build a vibrant, self-sufficient community grounded in traditional Hawaiian values.
So I take my hat off to everybody here that helped bring this about, and I just want to say that the future is now.
It's now, right now.
Right on now.